Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Ball Players Guide for this series recap against the Kansas City Royals, or the Twins drop two of three. I feel like we're going to be saying that a lot this year, based off of how the beginning of the season's going. They go to 2-4, lost first game 3-1, lost the second game 12-9 in a weird game. We can talk about that later, and then won today 5-1. You guys just want to start with the first game of the series and then kind of work our way through kind of how we did last time. I don't know if there's gonna be much to say on that first game,
Yeah, it
but
was a sleeper. Wasn't much to it other than Sim. Sim, very frustrating. Not my favorite pitcher to watch pitch. A lot of balls, lots of non-competitive pitches, and that just can't. That seems to be the main thing so far this year. A lot of these guys aren't throwing many competitive pitches, and if Sim starts to attack a little more, he's getting the outs, which is good. So if you see him attack a little more, maybe that 5 innings turns into six, maybe even seven, because 83 pitches through five.
Nothing from you, Ryan, there? Nothing?
He's not even listening to me.
Not, yeah.
I was waiting for it.
Yeah.
I hate
I
I hate saying those two numbers now just because of that whole thing.
I was looking for your text earlier where you said how many like first pitch strikes he had.
Oh yeah.
Um, he started, I guess, glass half full, glass half empty. He was ahead or behind of 10 of his 20 batters that he faced.
Yeah.
So he's 50% first pitch strike, which is, they said league average is a little above 60%, right around
It's like
60% of the league.
57, 58. So
So yeah, first strikes, please.
yeah.
It's your
And he's not a
job.
strikeout guy. So that's not a main concern because he gets the outs with the weak contact, but 45 strikes out of his 83 pitches is not ideal.
Yeah.
He's also a fly ball guy. 12 fly balls to six or five. No, wait, what did I say? Five ground balls. Did I get that right?
Uh,
Is that what I said? I
that's
think
what you
so.
started to say.
Yeah, yeah. Five ground balls, 12 fly balls were his splits.
All right. It's not bad. Yeah. His line looks better than I think the game was, at least from like when you watch it and listen to it. He went five hits, two earned runs, one walk, two Ks, and a home run given up to God's gift to baseball, Kyle Isbell, who was just the best hitter on the face of the planet if you only watch this series.
One
Yeah, his
walk out of all that isn't bad, but still,
considering he had 50%
yeah,
strikes.
but still, I don't know. You can't only go five and then have to give it over to this bullpen at this point.
It's
We
gonna
need to
happen a
see,
lot.
Yeah.
yeah, we need to
Yeah.
see it much more length.
Yeah, I will say I remember like we had a conversation earlier where like, oh, why do they keep going to Fundy and Topa and but like they keep going to those same guys and then, you know, we'll get into game two, but Lawyerson and Kent they get their first outings of the year and it was terrible. So now, kind of looking back, like, okay, it kind of makes sense. Like maybe the bullpen is kind of that bad that Topa is kind of the guy you're relying on at this point. But yeah, overall, this was the only game of the series that I really got to watch, and there wasn't really much going on. But I guess the other thing is Austin Martin the best player on the Twins right now? I mean, that's what the people are saying.
He's the best hitter. I mean, he's having the best at bats, the best approaches. He's had the best contact. He's been on base. What do they say? Like seven, eight times this year, something like that.
Mhm.
I think on the radio is what I heard. And like,
It's like seven of his nine plate appearances he'd been on base
yeah,
at the
for being
beginning of the
a
game.
platoon guy and like making the most of your opportunities, like what more do you need? And then like just down the lineup, it's been just brutal. We can get into it more, but this first game, there was no life, there was no juice. There's just nothing.
No, it was very boring to watch too. That was
Four total hits against Bubic.
Yeah. So, sorry
and
to get
Bubic is
yeah,
good.
He
yeah,
is good, but I
yeah.
mean, like, if you stack the lineup with righties, you should be able to get more than 4 hits against Bubic. I mean, he only
Well,
gave up 2 of those.
2 hits, 3 walks, so they had their opportunities, but
well, and that's even kind of it even goes back to what Joe said a couple of times in previous. They just have too many lefties. Like
mhm.
it's kind of hard for them to build a lineup when there's a lefty on the mound. And then
And
my other like early season takeaway, and even kind of watching this game, like, do you guys still have hope for Brooks Lee? Because for me, it's over. Like I've got like I'm ready to give up on him now.
It
Like
looks bad.
he
It looks
doesn't.
really bad.
But even you take away at what he does, like at the plate, like I just don't know if he's a viable defensive shortstop either. Like if there's just like on both like hitting and field, like there's just nothing that excites me anymore with him. Like he's just I don't know, I don't get it. And like I'm sure they'll give him a little bit more run here. I'm just really hoping Culpepper is hot right away in AAA, and we can see him playing shortstop every day in like 2 months. Because like I just like I get they wanted to give Brooks Lee like a full run here. I just don't see it. And again, I hope he proves me wrong, but I just don't see him being their future shortstop or even a future contributor, honestly, at this point. That was pretty negative. I'm sorry, Brooks Lee, but
I
I
mean, it's
think he's
valid.
yeah. I think he's a your backup utility infielder. Like he hasn't done anything to prove that he's an everyday shortstop. I think it would probably be better at third or second, but you kind of have your two of your three best, what should be two of your three best players playing those positions right now. So it's tough. He's definitely not a shortstop. So I don't know.
I'm trying to look like 2025. I guess he was kind of all over the place, but he doesn't rate out good as a defender either. Like
No.
I know like eye test, I just don't. He doesn't look very good, but even the metrics don't like him either.
I mean, you see any baseball fan and just like you watch this guy take 10 ground balls, you're just like, ugh. Like it just doesn't look natural. Like it just looks clunky and not smooth. Like I think you're right. He is hurt by Keishel being at second. And I wouldn't even trust him at third. Like I don't
Yeah.
No,
does he have an arm? I don't think so, right?
no.
I was gonna say, yeah, I think that's like one of the main knocks on him is that he can't throw
Well,
it,
his range is even worse than his arm.
Yeah.
which that's saying something. Yeah, if I mean if Keishel wasn't there, he'd be our second baseman. But you have to have Keishel there because he's
Mm.
your
Do
second
you think
best hitter right now.
this is kind of off topic? Do you think Keishel like next will stick? Do you think he's a second baseman, or do you think that eventually you see him as a corner outfielder or first base, like he can kind of play, or do you think second base is like where you see him for the next couple of years, or do you think that'll change?
I think he's a second baseman.
Yeah. I'd like to see him stick there, but with because he took reps and left this spring. And I don't know if that's a just an insurance thing. If someone goes down, like a Martin goes down and he has to take over and left
The
on
Twins have 8,000 left fielders, which we're going to get into later.
what, which I was talking to our guy Wyatt last night. We were watching the game and he said something like he can't wait for, yeah, he said he can't wait for the outfield of Jenkins, Erod, and Buxton. And I said, by the way that they're gatekeeping them, we'll see that in 2030.
Yeah,
So eventually they just have to suck it up and pull the service enough with the service time
yeah.
junk. Just get those guys up, get Alan Roden up here, see what you can get for Larnick and Wallner at this point, and
I mean, if you
let
looked
the
at
kids
Larnick's
play.
stats, sell high on him right now. Like he's got a
Yeah,
900 OPS because he's got 4 at
four at
bats.
bats.
So anyway, it's game one. Twins lose 3 to
just
1.
just boring and bad.
Yeah. Um, game two, which was bad but not boring. I think it's the and not if
I
you're
don't
a
know.
Royals fan. This was probably the Kyle Isbell game, I think is how we could describe it. Joe Ryan started 4 innings pitched, 9 hits, 5 earned runs, 3 strikeouts. Um, Joe Ryan is due for one or two of these blow up starts here and there. I'm not worried about him. I think he's fine. Um, conditions were also atrocious in this game. Like it shouldn't have been played. We kept
No.
texting back and forth. Like
Mm.
the fog was disgusting. It was raining. The field was in horrible condition. They had so many delays trying to fix it, but like they must have gotten a call from MLB saying like you cannot postpone this game. Like
Yeah.
you are playing this game, which is stupid and dumb. But in this game, Kyle Isbell went 4 for 4 with a home run and a bunt hit, which is crazy. Jack Caglione went 3 for 4. Jonathan India went 2 for 5, including a grand salami. I mean, the Royals just took belt to ass this entire game. It was 12-1 at one point. It was brutal.
Yeah.
Um, Cody Lawyerson, thank you for your service. You will be a fun Sporkle answer in 5 years, but I'm ready to be done with you. Zach Kent, hope you
Yeah. Those.
enjoyed your trip to Minnesota. Um, I'm ready to see anyone else. I mean, it was just like kind of what we said earlier. They were non-competitive. I mean, things were just middle. They were getting rocked the whole time. Banda did
I,
well.
I don't
It
know
is
if
what
I'm
it is.
just
Oh,
brain farting right now, but it says Zach Kent gave up 2 home runs and only gave up 1 earned run. How is that possible?
one of the runs could have been reached on an air.
But if he gave up 2 home runs, that's 2 runs that he let go over the fence. So
Oh
how is
yeah,
that not 2 earned runs?
good point. Were you seeing that?
On Baseball References box score.
Well, that's
So
silly.
it could have just been typed in wrong, I guess. But that's that just doesn't make sense to me.
Well, that doesn't make sense either. It doesn't say if it was inherited runners, but
Yeah, home run's a home run. You did that shit, buddy. Sorry, language. Um, yeah, I don't know. I stopped watching this game after it was 12-1, and then Joe
yeah.
texted me and said, "Oh, Josh Bell hit a home run." I was like, "Wow, that's pretty cool." So I tuned back in, and then they lost immediately. I was like, "Well, that was fun."
You
They
It was
better.
went
I
bad.
interesting.
did. I did not tune back in. So
I Yeah, it was. I think it was this game too, because there were a couple errors. I think, or no, just Caratini in this one. There was a game, must have been game one. Brooks Lee had a weird play up the middle. Oh no, it was this game. It was last night, but they counted it as a hit. But it could have gotten Joe Ryan out of an inning because he was played perfectly, right up the middle.
Yeah.
And it was one of those where it's a sinking liner that's going to skip up on you. So he tried to move his glove down to stop it. And they were saying on the broadcast how it has to be perfectly timed to get it right and make the play. And he didn't time it right and it skipped off his glove. So there's another weird inning right before, I think they scored 3 in 1 inning. Yeah. So in the bottom of the second, there's a pitch at the bottom of the zone that looked like it was a strike. The K zone had it as a strike, and it was for strike three to end the inning, and it would have given up just one. Like Joe would have walked out of there with 1 run, and he wanted to challenge it, but he didn't do it in time. And so he was kind of looking, waiting for Jeffers to do it. Jeffers
Uh-huh.
didn't do it, and then he wanted to do it, and you could tell that it was bugging him that he didn't do it. And
Yeah.
then he gives up 2 more runs right after that. So
Yeah. I did find that Zach Kent thing. He gave up the grand slam to India, and then he gave up another home run to Isbell later in the game. I think it was Isbell.
yeah. So how's
The only thing that I can possibly think of is if there was an error that continued the at bat,
mm,
because then retroactively that would be, so let's say it's like a pop fly, foul territory, he
yeah,
drops it. I don't remember if this happened or not. And
that would
then
make sense
that's
because
only
Caratini
an
had an error.
error. I'll say that's only an error if that batter reaches base.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
would say a home run reaches base. Well, in any case, that game sucked. Um, Austin Martin, Luke Keeschel, Wallner, Bell. I'm just going through guys who got hits. I mean, I don't know. It was a game that happened.
Yeah, and I'll try to find some video, hopefully, of the fog and just how it looked on the broadcast and how
Oh,
just
it was
awful it was to watch last night.
yeah, it was
And
brutal.
they were fixing the mound every half
Brutal.
inning. So it was not ideal to be playing in, but
Yeah, an early April baseball game for sure.
yeah,
And then today, Twins win 5-1. For the first, bless you, for the first 7 innings, the only run that the Twins had was a who was it? Victor Caratini got thrown out trying to go first to third,
yeah,
and then Cody Clemens advanced behind the throw to second base. He got picked off by Salvador Perez, but Salvador must have been
Yeah.
so shocked that it was available. He airmailed it into center field, and Cody comes in to score. So he messed up, but somehow he gets rewarded for
Yeah.
it. The Cody Clemens story.
yeah,
Thought it was a third out, right?
yeah. I think he
Or-
thought it was
yeah,
strike three.
Or strike
yeah.
three, yeah.
Which I think might have been what resulted in the third out. I don't know. But then, yeah, then nothing really happens in this game. Taj Bradley twirls a freaking gem. I mean, just an absolute. That would have only been out two. Anyway, Taj Bradley was insane. 6 innings, 5 hits, no earned runs, 1 walk, 3 Ks. He hit 100 on the radar gun on a strikeout of Bobby Witt Jr. I mean, they could not touch him today. He was amazing. Funderburk went 1 scoreless. Cole Sands gave up a run in 2/3. Taylor Rogers got him out of a real sticky situation. And then Justin Topa came in and finished the game scoreless. How about you? Maybe not pretty, but scoreless. Um, we can talk about other stuff. Can we talk about what's going on in the Twins left field right now? Because
Like
this is not normal what they do with this platoon situation. They against a lefty, they start Austin Martin. As soon as a right-handed pitcher comes in, they put in Trevor Larnach to pinch hit. And then they immediately pull Trevor Larnach for James Outman to go play in the outfield.
yeah,
So Trevor
He's
Larnach
not-
is only here on this team to get one at bat a game and
He
never
walked
play
today.
defense.
he's one dot in it so far. So
Intentionally walked because Byron Buxton was on deck, which is another problem that we can get into.
yeah, I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen three left fielders in the scorecard within the same minute and a half. Because
And it's happened. This is like the third time it's
This is-
happened this
yeah.
year.
it happened last night too, I think. And so Martin gets pinch hit for, Larnach immediately gets intentionally walked, and then James Outman immediately pinch runs for him. So it's not
Yes,
even just
yes.
outfield. It's
Yes, that's
that
what it was.
if Larnach gets on base in a pinch hitting situation, Outman's coming in immediately. So they don't want Larnach playing the outfield or running the bases. So he's there to
Why is he on the team then? Could no one else get that one at bat against the lefty? You're telling me he's our best, or against a righty, he's our best pinch hitting option off the bench?
Yes.
yeah, probably actually.
Which is a problem
Yeah.
that we can discuss later. But what? Huh?
On a more positive note, going back to Taj Bradley, it was kind of refreshing to see. I think he was at 90 pitches after 5 innings, and then they brought him back out there
Yeah.
for 6.
Yeah.
That
I
never
thought
would,
his day was done.
that
but-
never would have happened before. So I don't know if they're maybe changing some things there, but that was really cool to see.
Mhm.
And he
Got
went
up to 100
95
pitches today.
pitches.
They gave him a shot. I mean, when your bullpen is that bad, maybe that factors
Mhm.
in too.
Yeah.
I guess in years past, maybe you're like last couple of years, you're not even mad because you have 4 guys that you really trust, coming in now. But now it's kind of the opposite. if you can get him to that sixth inning, then I think you got to take that risk, even if they're at, that 85 to 90 pitch range.
But I mean, he was dominant. They were not
Mhm.
touching him at all. So you're telling me that Cody Funderburk is going to be more dominant or just as dominant as Taj Bradley was? No, that's not happening. Um, yeah, I really like what I've seen out of Taj Bradley. He's his breakout, I think, is here.
Yeah.
He's looking really, really good.
It'll turn out to be a really good trade for them, I think.
Yeah.
I think so too.
I think I was a little negative at the time about it, but
You saw the potential, I think, of what Taj Bradley
yeah,
could be. It was just a question of could the Twins actually develop him?
yeah.
Historically, no.
And
Like probably
and
not.
then like in your back of your mind, maybe, it's not Tampa Bay Rays anymore, but you're like, if they're giving up on him, then I mean,
Yeah.
so that was kind of in the back of my head too. I mean, like the Rays aren't, the Rays that they used to be kind of, but
Yeah.
It was very scary because then it's also Griffin Jacks, who had been really good. And at the time of the trade, he had like a 4.5 ERA probably, and he didn't look good. So then that trade goes through, and you're like, okay, Griffin Jacks is going to have a sub 1 ERA next year. Like it's that initial fear in trading with the Rays, but it seems to be well, I was going to say it seems to be working out for both sides, but yesterday wasn't really Griffin's fault. So,
Twins have had a couple of pretty good recent trades with the Tampa Bay Rays, if you want to include the Joe
yeah.
Ryan, Nelson Cruz one too.
yep.
So,
And Tristan Gray,
hey,
most
can't forget
recent one,
about my shortstop.
who went 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts today.
The unfortunate thing is we're gonna see uh if Lee continues to struggle, we'll probably see Kreidler next.
Yeah.
So that'll be really fun.
Which
See some of him, and then
is Tristan Gray really worth having on your roster over Kalen Culpepper right now? Like, I
they're
understand
gonna,
that
yeah,
Berkeley,
until the at bats fully open up, they want him playing every day in AAA, I'm sure. But yeah, it's what Logan said earlier. How much longer do they give Brooks Lee before that change happens?
yeah. I
And I
think. Mhm.
I think it's all year based on how they've done things the last few years. So
I don't know.
new regime, Derek Shelton time,
I
baby.
hope after a month or two they can cut their losses. And I don't think Culpepper's had a lot of AAA at bats, so I think they're gonna try to get him, as many as they can before they call him up. I think it's just, I mean, with Walker Jenkins and Rodriguez, like neither of them can stay healthy.
mhm.
And I mean, the three of them, knock on wood right now, like they are healthy, but um,
Yeah.
if I go to like I think I'd rather at this moment in time, if I'm in Minneapolis, I think I'd rather see a Saints game. And I'm
Yeah.
not even like I'm kind of joking, but at the same
No,
time,
I
like
I
that
was
would
gonna say
be.
the same thing.
And
Like I was
I've never actually been to a Saints game, so I think
Oh,
that
it's
part
a
of it too.
great time.
Yeah. So that part of it too, I think would be fun. But
yeah.
unless when they were independent and they played the Red Hawks, and then I'm sure I went to a Saints game in Fargo. But
We went to a Saints game back when they were independent, but in St.
Mhm.
Paul.
yeah,
Stadium's gorgeous.
yeah.
But we went to a 4th of July game down there. They had apple pie at the concessions. Oh, I think I had like 3 whole pies worth of pie. It was delicious. So don't know if they still have that, but if they do, get the apple pie.
But
Um,
I think that's honestly, like, if you're a Twins fan, like that's kind of what you're looking forward to at this point is like
mhm.
you've got, if they can stay healthy, you've got those guys to watch, and you keep watching the development of Luke Keeschel. You can watch Joe Ryan bump days and be excited about that.
Taj Bradley bump days now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I
Ellie
thought
Ober bump days.
I was drinking the Mick Abel Kool-Aid during spring training, but I guess we're gonna have to see now once he gets back in the
Yeah.
rotation.
I
We'll
want to
see.
see him actually make a start
Yeah.
and not have to come
Yeah.
in out of the bullpen and
I,
do a
I
bulk day like that.
yeah, I think I have had some time to think about it. I think I agree with what you're like, that situation was kind of weird. It almost would have made sense to give him like an extended spring training with
Mhm.
maybe a start in St. Paul
Yeah.
before doing that. Like,
I agree.
Yeah. And they said on the broadcast either last night or today, they said this team doesn't really have a long guy, which is
Yeah.
true, which is probably going to be a problem because starting yesterday was the first of 15 straight they have coming up here.
Yeah.
So we might
I,
see some shuffling here even.
I was
I
gonna
wouldn't be
say
shocked this weekend if a couple
we're gonna see
guys,
some Lawyerson, Zach Kent. I bet one of
Yeah,
them or both of
see you
them are gonna
later.
pitch
yeah,
tomorrow, and then they're gonna be sent down or DFA'd, and then we're gonna see a couple new fishes come up and see
yeah,
what we can do.
I just can't believe like that those two are they're like journeyman relievers,
mhm.
like not even like big league, just like minor, like not even really all that. I just can't believe that you don't take a little more. Like both of them are on the roster. Like yeah, I don't know, I don't get it, but
Should be Liam Hendricks and Andrew Chafin, but they wanted the cheap route. I'm
But what do
sure.
we know?
Yeah,
What do we
we
know?
actually know a lot, but and it
Not
was
me.
very obvious.
I'm just here making this whole thing up as I go along.
does Eric Worthy still just have the one appearance? Because he looked decent in that one, didn't he?
Yeah, he hasn't thrown since. What up with that? I don't know. That's a great question. Maybe he slept in over his alarm too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out Carter Jensen.
Hey, hey, we can't make fun of people for that. It's
You're
happened to
right.
all of us.
You're right.
I have trending up from this series, Taj Bradley, obviously. Austin Martin, my goat. I love him so much.
Yeah.
Logan, you had a very funny text. What was it? If Austin Martin has no supporters, I'm dead.
Yeah.
Um, I I just love him so much. Josh Bell, a couple dongs. Yeah. Yeah. Josh Bell got a couple big dongs from both sides this weekend.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, he
Justin
does.
You
Topa.
kept going with that
That's gonna make a good clip. New clip.
But that Logan, that one really got Logan. And then Justin Topa, who I never thought would be on the trending up list, had a scoreless weekend. So hey, we're getting there, baby. And then trending down, I just wrote Byron Buxton because what is you doing, baby? He's so lost. I was gonna text you guys like he needs to get a map because he's
Yeah.
so lost up there at the plate. He's swinging at everything, not making any contact, and all his contact is pretty soft at this point. Like he had one loud out today, but that's really
Yeah.
it.
And Lane Thomas made a really good play on it too.
Yeah,
So it was, I think he went over, it was at least 11 or 12 in this series.
yeah.
So
I mean, they're just
yeah,
throwing him changeup after changeup and high fastballs, and
yeah,
he just can't figure it out right now. But we've seen
it's
these
that,
stretches from Buxton before.
yeah,
Yeah, I think you got to see a week or two more of this before you have any
yeah,
bit of concern.
Yeah.
It's still too early.
Right now, it's just kind of like a
Yeah.
let's
I mean,
red flag this a little bit.
yeah,
if you look at where his OPS has ended up basically his whole career, like he'll be fine.
yeah.
It's just the staying healthy part, obviously.
And then my other trending down that I have is Joe's favorite player on the Minnesota Twins, Cody Clemens
Oh,
defense. Because my word, he was at first base today and he could not pick a ball out of the dirt. He could not catch a foul ball. It was bad. I think he missed three or four picks in the dirt that could have been outs. He missed a couple pop flies that were tougher plays, like he had to range a little bit for him over by the fence. But I mean, like one of
Yeah.
them hit his glove and it popped out. Like, come on, man.
I can't remember. Did we complain last episode about him batting leadoff against
Yep.
righties? Because
yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
I don't know if they must just hate Josh Bell at first base. I know he doesn't grade out well, but
Has he gotten a start at first base
no,
yet this year?
he's DH'd every day.
What are we
It's
doing?
been Caratini or Cody.
Caratini's played a good first base so
Yeah.
far.
But
Yeah.
Caratini can't play every day because he's alternating between catching and first
Right.
and DH, and eventually he's going to have to sit.
Yeah, you need a
So-
backup catcher too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why is Josh Bell not playing first base at all? I don't get that either.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I figured he'd mainly DH, but even just the game here or there, I
Mhm.
thought we would see. Like I think maybe he had played first once or twice already this year, but
I'll fact check that, but
I
from
don't
what
think
I
he
remember, he
has.
no,
hasn't.
he had. I don't remember it.
How long until we get the Brooks Lee starting at first base today for the first time in his career tweet?
I think next up at first is going to be Wallner, and I
I
don't know
could
if
see
that's a good or
that.
bad thing.
I
I'd, I'd be fine with it.
I can't really see him ranging or picking a ball over there. I don't know.
Yeah,
Just in my mind, his body doesn't move like that.
he, yeah, he slid into the wall last night,
Yeah,
and I couldn't tell if he was okay or if he was gonna be hurt. So that was interesting,
I
but
think he broke the wall.
probably he's a thick boy. I tell you what.
Yeah, Joe's likes looking at that caboose.
Yeah.
That Wallner's got that caboose on him. Well, I don't know. Who do the Twins play next? I had it pulled up and then it
Oh,
closed the window.
I was just gonna go through the what's next because it's the start of the gauntlet, pretty much.
Yeah.
Um,
Rays next, right?
Rays for 3, Tigers for 4, and I think they're guaranteed to
Oof.
see Skubal
I hope
Yeah,
not.
and Framber.
we've got a good lineup against left-handed starters, so I'm not worried about that.
All right, just gonna go ahead and ignore that. Um,
And
yeah,
then yeah,
Blue
3 in
Jays,
Toronto
and then home against the Red Sox.
and the Reds,
Yikes.
and then the Mets, and then the Rays again, and the Mariners and the Blue Jays. So it's gonna be from now
April,
until first weekend of May. It's gonna be very interesting.
and we're gonna come
They're
out of it with the Twins up in the AL Central by 7 games.
Hey, the Twins are not in last.
they're
The
only a game and a half out of first. So
the
Keep
White
saying
Sox
there's a chance.
White Sox run differential, not great.
oh my
What was
gosh.
it, negative 31? Did I see that right?
I texted
Ooh,
you guys the other day and I was like, this White Sox team is atrocious. Like I wasn't actively watching their games, but the score bug would be when I was watching other games.
yeah.
And the score just kept going up and up. Like I'd look away, it's 1-0 Marlins. Next second I look, it's 8-0. And that happened for like 3 days straight. It was
They've given up 52 runs so far this year,
Oh my goodness.
which let's see.
And what
The
do they
next
hear?
the next highest is the Rays at 38.
Got a chance.
this is their this is their opportunity to sweep a team. So
Uh, every opportunity is an opportunity. Every series is an opportunity to sweep with this team.
that no, nope.
Let's start. I mean, let's start on. Let's win a series first before we start talking sweep.
You're right. I don't like a 7-10 start on a weekend in April
What
in
game is
Minnesota.
that?
Saturday.
Why don't
They
you
play
try?
at 7.
Why don't you try Central Time there, Chief?
It is, isn't it?
No,
Nope.
6:10.
So sorry, 6. It's still a night game. Night games in April in Minnesota, and no thanks.
$2 beers.
You're right. But
That crowd's gonna be lubed
it's
up.
gonna be 30 degrees. What?
Have you seen? Have you seen the the ticket deals?
All right, well, we got
Lubed up
2
for a couple
TikTok
Josh Bell
clips.
dongs.
Oh, yuck.
Have you seen like that? Like the ticket deals are like insane. Like you can get like for all 81 games, it's like $240.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's really good.
I
yeah.
mean, it's you know,
Because
I think
no
it's
one
just
wants
like
to watch this team play
I
baseball.
think it's just standing room only to get you into the ballpark. But
I stand when I go to games.
Yeah,
So
I sit for
I
like
can't
two,
sit.
3 innings, and then
Yeah.
I pace.
My sisters probably hated me the last time we went to a game because I made them stand the whole time. They didn't have to, but they stood with me the whole time.
yeah,
That's
that little area by left field foul pole too. Like that's a
oh,
Mhm.
that's the best spot. Yeah,
good place to watch a ball game.
yeah. Lauren and
We
I do
we
that every
went
single time.
we went like was like up the right field line. They have like these little bar top
Mhm.
things. And it was like a Sunday in September. They were out of it. So I just walked up to it and I was like, I will be here for the next 3.5 hours. Didn't move. And I remember that game vividly because Brent Rooker was playing for the Twins. And he came up and it was like second and third, 2 outs. And I looked at my sister and I was like, they're not scoring. And he roped a double down the line.
Serves you right for disrespecting our king, Brent Rooker.
Hey, we were all wrong about Twins Brent Rooker.
I wasn't.
So-
I said we needed to give him more of a chance. You can ask my mom. I was a big fan of Brent Rooker,
Well, you were right.
and I'm a big fan of Austin Martin. So take that with whatever how you will.
Write that down.
Really, word for word, just like I said it. It's really late, and I had a couple. This beer is nice from Short or Tall.
I haven't been there yet.
Oh, it's good.
Good place, good food.
Yeah, great food. I've had really good food every time I've been there.
What do you get
Twice.
there?
First time we did the lunch special, which was Lauren and I split some burger sliders, chips and queso. Get a
Okay.
cookie with your meal, with your lunch
Oh.
special. That's fun.
This
Those were
video
really
is
good.
sponsored by Short and Tall.
Yeah. No free ads.
Logo here, no free ads. And then today I had a burger that had like pulled pork, crispy onion straws, chipotle
Yeah.
stuff. And that was really good too. We have pretzel sticks and fried pickles. Oh, it's a great time.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I've been wanting to go there actually. So
The beer's
I think
cold, the
Garrett
food's
Weber
good.
works there
yeah, he does. I don't remember
Yeah,
who.
because
Maybe it was you that told me that.
we saw him a couple weekends ago and he had just gotten done with his shift. So
And this episode is
Shut up,
sponsored
Bus.
by Garrett Weber,
yeah, Garrett Weber and Short and Tall.
short or tall.
Use when you go there, tell the waiter ball player for 10% off. I don't know if I can say that.
For legal reasons, don't do that.
Yeah, not
You should
yet.
try
At
it though.
least.
They'll laugh at you.
Yeah,
Yeah, and be like, hey, ball player. Be like,
what's wrong
okay.
with this guy?
All right. Well, we'll see you guys after the Twins get done sweeping the Rays. Probably not.
That was I'm glad you kept talking because that outro was going to be a little rough.